Welcome back everyone to a brand new video. This video has been a long time coming. Before we start, I want to say I apologize. I am still struggling with allergies and I've been struggling for like 2 weeks. So my voice might sound a little bit different in this video. We have 14 different things to talk about and we're only going to be talking about Super Animal Royale this entire time. I've had a lot of thoughts for a long time, and now that I feel like I am finding my place in this community as a streamer for now 105 days with multiple $100 tournaments held with lots of love and viewership from the community, I feel like I can have a good platform to share some of these thoughts, maybe have some hard conversations with devs, and we will see where this video takes us. Our very first section, I just want to talk about the Super Animal Royale gameplay. Now, this one actually is one of the weirder ones because a lot of the things that I would want to talk about when it comes to gameplay will fall into other trees, like our casual matches, like our competitive match section, and our balance section. But here are my notes when just talking about Super Animal Royale gameplay. I love that SAR, it has a very low entry level. Anyone can pick it up. I plan on streaming Super Animal Royale with my father sometime soon, and I know that he will be okay. He will be able to hold his own when playing the game for the very first time. Low entry level, love it. But at the same time, it has a very high skill cap. And that is what I love from a game, when it is easy to learn, understand, but it can take a lot of time, a lot of grind to become the best of the best. And that is what Super Animal Royale has been for me. Now, the quest system. I think quests are interesting. They keep you kind of on your toes. The issue is that for me personally, after level 300, I feel like there's no reason to ever care about level again. A lot of people seem to get stuck on the black star, but like, I don't get it. I don't get why it's cool to have a black star. Maybe I will when I get closer to one. But level 300 gets you that melee, that A1 melee. That's what I've been grinding for. That's been one of my big 3 goals. And I'm going to talk about my big 3 goals at the end of this video. We're getting close to it. So quests can be interesting, but after level 300, I don't know if they're ever going to matter to me again. But I would love to see, for those level grinders, the introduction of monthly quests. Quests that literally would take you 5, 6, 7 different sit down and playthroughs to be able to complete them for a larger amount of EXP than you would get for weeklies. The last thing I wrote here is, yeah, black star flexes equals question mark. Don't get it. Last valuable thing feels like level 300. And that is it for our gameplay section. Now, when talking about the Super Animal Royale star, I just don't understand. I don't where these prices come from. I feel like the only viable thing to purchase from the store is the starter pack at the beginning of a brand new season, which gets you those SAW tickets, which gets you whatever skin set that is, or sometimes that reduced price collection of multiple items for sometimes a price of what you would get for one item. When I opened up my shop and I saw the Christmas festival singing emote for 800 SAW tickets, we're joking, right? We cannot think that that emote is worth $8 human. There's just no way. I wouldn't pay that in any games for that. I'm gonna draw the line there at that 800. I have bought some other skins before, and I'm gonna talk about them actually right now. So the issue with the pricing in the game right now is, why are weapon skins so expensive? Why have I spent hundreds of SAW tickets on gun skins when you can't even freaking see them in the game? And I'm going to show you guys this in a minute. Actually, I'm going to visualize me showing you, and then I'm going to post the thing afterwards. So I'm going to be showing you the image of me holding the Mummy Sniper, which is 400 or 500 SAW tickets, $4 or $5, and you get to see what it looks like on my screen. Now I'm going to switch over to Valorant and show you what my $10 skin gets me over there. So what you're seeing is, not only is Valorant 10 times larger, actually visible, there's also multiple customizations to the weapon, as well as in-game things that happen, like finishers, like extra sounds, And so I do appreciate that the mummy has the wah mummy sound. I appreciate that. But I think it would be cool to add a few extra things as well. Until then, I probably won't be buying any more weapon skins unless something insane comes out. I just don't think it's worth the price when you're getting that little kickback for it. Next, I want to talk about events in Super Animal Royale. The
funniest thing just happened. Can I have your AirPods?
they're probably in my room. I want to pause and talk about Super Animal Royale events. Now, I have participated in a few events. I want to say that I participated in 2 holiday events as well as the Season 7 premiere event. I was invited as a content creator. So first, I want to say that the first 2 events, the holiday events, those are honestly kind of dry. I really wish it was more than play game, collect eggs in-game, collect games for playing the game, and then click one button in the store to turn in egg. I really wish it was more than that. I've played a lot of other games where events are so much more intricate and fun and interesting than that. So coming to SAR, they feel a little bit more empty, but that's okay. I just hope that we can find some different renditions, but I do love that they allow you to pick up the cosmetics from the year prior, because in a lot of games like League of Legends, like Overwatch, like Rainbow Six, they do come out with the content from previous holidays, but they do make you pay full price for all of them. So I do love that you can pick up years past cosmetics using that holiday event's currency. That's cool, but I just wish there was more meat to the events. Season 7 preview was really fun. I loved getting to hang out with the different CCs. My squad was awesome. The way they split it up was fun. Between SVR, between the new map, getting to see the Health Juice Factory early, getting to try the new item out early, getting to see the lemurs early, getting to show that off to your community. It was so much fun. I would enjoy, now here's me talking about events I would like to see. I love Pixel Plays. I love that at least once a week you're going to see a stream of the devs talking about things, answering questions. That's cool, right? I just wish that maybe even if it's a single game, every single stream, they would open up a custom lobby as the devs and invite everyone in the Pixel Play stream to just come and play and hang out. Because what you see is that the devs go in, people start stream sniping them, and then it's just kind of lame. But I would love if they could open up their own lobbies, do some funny things, host some interesting events during the Pixel Play streams. I think that would make for an extra nice little community touch for Pixel Plays and for events. Speaking of the devs, now this is actually one of the thickest sections of this entire video. I have a message to the devs and I need to get to the bottom of this, and I need some questions answered, and I also just want to say thanks for a few things as well. So the devs, they all seem like awesome people. Jank, Funko, Logan, Michael, they all seem really cool. At least those are the ones that I've got to interact with. I've got to have some really hilarious clips. Let me show you one right here.
Win in squads.
Okay. I'll let them live for that.
And I've gotten to talk to people like Funko Logan extensively over events, over community issues, and he's actually willing to hear you out with a 3 to 5 business day reply time. They seem like they love to have fun. Pixel Play streams are awesome, like I just said, but I would like to see them dip their toes, fingers, tails, whatever, into the community a little bit more. Here's what I mean. I think Pixel Plays is awesome, right? I think that's such a cool dev community thing to do. But I think they need to be playing the game, be visible inside the game other than Thursdays whenever they go live. And pop into some streamers' events. Hop in, be willing to play in goofy things. Like, I was just thinking about this the other day. Noibear and Derp Daddy were hosting a really cool fashion show, and I was like, how insane would it be for a community if one of the devs showed up to participate in one of those? One of my community days, a tournament, anything. I think it would be so cool to see the devs in your streams, to hear feedback from them, just to be there to listen. I've only had devs in my stream once ever, And it was when a hacker was knocking the servers offline, and they were following me to lobby from lobby to lobby, getting my lobbies kicked offline. And then everyone appeared, because obviously that's a big problem. But I wish they wouldn't just appear when problems were happening, but when you could have a time to come together, have fun, and participate. So I would love to see if they could do that. Hanging out would be awesome. Now, the reason why I feel like they should do that is because I feel like for a huge portion of the SAR community right now, the only thing that keeps them going is the friendships and the communities they find between these Twitch and YouTube streams. I feel like if they had never found those spaces that they can identify with, where they can find friends to play the game with constantly and to participate in community events, those players would be gone. So I'd really love if they could hang out and just give some love to those people that are really only there to seek that community, that friendship, and want to know that you guys are actually humans, not these deities behind a Pixel Play wall. If anyone has a link to a video, a dev blog explaining their current big projects, please send it to me, leave it in the comments below, and I'll be completely wrong, but I can't find anything. I keep hearing, I've heard this on Pixel Play streams, I've heard this everywhere, that they're going to be releasing a 2023 scope and cycle, which basically would give a review of the big updates, events, and everything that they're planning for the year of 2023. Guys, it's almost May. We haven't heard from you. I don't know. Maybe I just missed the tweet. Maybe I missed the note in the official SAR Discord, but I have not seen anything. It is almost the 5th month of the year, and we still have no idea what's going on for the game for the rest of the year. I would love to see that actually get put out, set aside a whole week, figure that out, even if it's just on paper. Get it down, send it out. I know people would really appreciate that. Next, devs, please refine the content creator application system. At first I understood, and I am really wrestling with some strong emotions about this, because I was the new guy that came in that was persistent, borderline needy and rude, constantly in Funko Logan's ear, wanting to know about this process, following the process closely, until I eventually got content creator during one of our big subathon streams, right? But when other dedicated content creators come to my stream and they say, hey Brodes, how long did it take for your application to get looked at? Because I've been streaming the game and only SAR for 5 months, and I've had my application in for 3 months, and they still haven't got back to me. I'm really starting to get discouraged. It makes me feel terrible to say, yeah, I got mine back in about 28 days, less than a month. I got my application form. And at first I was vibing with the email, the brand new email sender, email, whatever you want to call that. I was vibing with that excuse, but I think we can't let it slide anymore. Please announce anything. Let them know. Let the people who have been waiting forever, please let them know. They have been in this, and the only reason why this is bad too is because you invited them all to the content creator early preview, but you still haven't got back to them on their form for the preview. All right, I'm done talking about it. Fix the application process, please. And I want to say one more thing, and then we're going to get to that section later. Super and Royale devs, I see how much money you guys are making on merch. I see how much. Mine costed $83. Now I know, let's see, production, so you're not making all that money. Shipping, I mean, my shipping was $14, so maybe you don't pay anything for shipping. I don't know. But please, please, please use 1/100th of that money, 1/50th of that money, 1/10th of the money. Give it to the people who have carried your competitive scene for way too long. Give it to them, let them host events, and save this withering, shriveled up part of the community, a part that has some of your strongest followers, the comp community. Please save them. We're going to talk about more of that. If you're seeing this, I actually forgot to record something for the dev section. I feel like the devs do an amazing job at hearing, but not listening. Do you guys understand the difference between those two things? I feel like they have avenues where they're getting these Google Forms where people are talking about the changes they'd like to see. They have a feedback channel in the SAR official Discord, but I can't tell if anyone's actually listening. They want to hear, but I don't know if they're actually taking anything into their head, into their heart, and thinking about any of these changes that want to be seen by the community. So I hope that there are devs out there, both hearing and listening. Hey, this section's for the moderators, guys. Mods, where are you? Like, you guys are supposed to be in the game, you know, protecting the community. I should not be getting at least one screenshot every day of people with disgusting, racist, homophobic names and people harassing other people in the game. Like, not like, oh, toxic banter. No, like actual hunting a person, saying nasty things about them. Like, I know that this is not just the moderators, by the way. Devs, this is you too. Other people, please use the report system. But in the 105 days that I have been a part of this community, I have seen Festive Morgan pretty frequently. I've seen Jovel twice, and I've seen Camera the Dragon once in game. Now, they might have completely opposite sleep schedules. I usually play from about 9 a.m. EST to about 10 p.m. EST. Not every single day. It varies between that time. But maybe they're just on the other side of the world and they only stream while I'm asleep, or only are in the game while I sleep. But I don't know who the other moderators are. Where are they? They're not in the lobbies. They're not on the front lines looking for this behavior, catching teamers, catching harassers, catching these disgusting names. And I don't know if they're hiding on alt accounts. I don't know if they are not playing the game anymore, and we need some new, fresh moderators that care about the game, that play pretty frequently. But we have to be stepping up and taking care of some of these issues. It's kind of running rampant, and it's low-key disgusting for how small the community is. I feel like we should be able to take care of this. The largest section of the video, content creators. I've gotten to act with dozens of content creators in the 105 days that I've been a part of this community. First of all, I want to say that there are so many amazing human beings that are content creators. I'm going to pop up images of these content creators on the screen right now. All of their links is going to be in the top of the description. These people have genuine hearts, care about people, want to see the game flourish. Follow these people, watch these people. These people are awesome. And I want to say, if your picture did not appear, don't be discouraged. I know that there are so many awesome content creators. I just don't have enough time to hang out in everyone's stream. But these are the people that I've got to interact so much with in and out of stream, in and out of Super Animal Royale, and I can attest to their character. Please go and interact with some of these people. Now, with that being said, there is about a 25, and oh man, that number's so crazy for me to say out loud. I want to say 25% of the content creators in this game I would describe as grimy, filthy. And I don't mean like, man, Mikkel, that was a filthy shot. No, I mean like, you are a filthy person. Now, I'm really hyperbolic. I can be very emotional. I got that from my mother, and really theatrical. So don't take that with the utmost hurt or sensitivity, but that is how I would characterize some of these people. Now, these CCs, this small majority, actually, it's not even a small minority, use the Super Animal Royale community for money, for attention, or honestly to feel some sort of power over other people. And this is so blatant. And I hope you guys know, if you are a part of this 25%, people can see right through that. It's kind of obvious, I would say. I'm going to talk on the first two of those sections a little bit later in the video. But for the third one, the wanting to have power over other people, I think the biggest way I see them doing this is by really trashing people younger than them. Now, I want you guys to know, like, for as many 18 plus SAR streamers you know that this community is between like 15 and 17, right? Like, the majority of the people that play these games are younger than 18. I don't see why you guys would spend so much time kicking them out of your spaces. Now, let me preface this real quick. I think it's perfectly fine in third-party spaces like Discord, maybe like your Twitter, to say, hey, this is going to be a 16 plus, 18 plus space. I get that. But if you are being a streamer who cares about a community, you cannot remove one of the largest portions of that community, the under 18 players from that community. I honestly, personally don't think that's right. You can disagree with me, and if you do disagree with me, please head to the comment section and explain why you think it's okay to remove a whole section of players from the community from your streams just because of their age. Super content creators. Now, I feel a lot like I do for the moderators in this section, where I just look around and I say, where are they? Where are the super content creators? I only know two super content creators. Ready? Fluff, Coco. That's it. Why? Because those are the two newest super content creators that got added during my time in the game in the last 105 days. Other than that, I have no idea who these other people are. I've not heard of them. I've not seen of them. Are these people still streaming the game? Do these people put out YouTube content and I'm missing it? I follow a lot of YouTubers. Sarah's all over my YouTube page. I don't know how I have not seen or heard of any of these other super content creators. It might be time that we elect some new ones, people who love the game and are willing to at least spend a good, 25% of their time still as a part of the community, building it. And that's just how I feel about that. Casual matches. Now, casual matches are fun if you don't get chased down by a team full of emus, if you never get to play against a gold BCG, if you never run into one of the top competitive players from the community. Now, I'm not going to lie, they're in every lobby, so I don't know how to fix the state of the casual games. I'm going to be discussing BCG and emus in just a moment during the balance. But for now, I think the dirty, grimy answer that's going to make every dev and moderator shake when I say is, we might need a ranked game mode. Now, I've heard some reasons for a no ranked game mode, which is there's not enough players, but I think we have that mentality backwards. I think adding that ranked game mode, adding something that every competitive player that would want to grind, adding something that isn't third party, like for example, Royale.pet, where people grind leaderboards, that has nothing to do with the actual Super Animal Royale game. That is its own program. I think that if we had a ranked system, it might save those casual matches. It might save those people who just want to hop on, play on their Nintendo Switch with their friends, because right now they're running into a force stack of people who play this game like it is how they make a living. Oh, competitive scene. Your story saddens me. This game has had a great opportunity to be a fun, competitive game, but it has completely been left to the hands of the community. At the bare minimum, I was hoping that the devs would actively work with the top community organizers hand in hand to save that portion of their game. But no, it's been birthed, grown, and continually saved by a few good people. I personally would like to thank Genius for showing me how insanely intricate but fun this side of the community could be. In the first month I ever streamed Super Animal Royale, I decided to host a solos tournament to give back to the community for the love that they had shown me thus far. Now, what I found was honestly pretty sad. The signups filled up within 3 days. We had over 60 people signed up. I was confused on how a new guy with new viewers could fill a tournament so fast until I was told why. Competitive players in the scene had never seen such a high prize pooling for their game. What was my prize pool? It was $200. $200 is an amount of money that would get laughed at by any other community. But this act of $200 pulled together more than 60 competitive players who were excited, ecstatic for the opportunity to be able to play for money, to make money off a game that they really care about competitively for the first time. Now, at this moment, I decided that I'm going to have to help this side of the community, even when I called the next 3 of my events community days. I knew that the comp players would come, and oh baby, they did. Now, 80 days later, and $1,800 US dollars from my own pocket towards competitive events, 4 fun events like hide and seek, and giveaways, I feel only a little bit better about where we are in the community. Devs, I mentioned this earlier. please put money in the hands of trusted community members that have been hosting these competitive events for you for the last few years. Take 1/100th of the new merch line sales and put it towards the competitive community. Literally 100th. I don't care what it is. Any amount of money would save, would feed this side of the community that has been starving for so long. Now, when it comes to alternative game modes, I think the entire community is only enjoying SVR. I don't know if that's just me or what I just hear, but other than SVR, I think everyone hates Walking Dead. It's kind of boring, kind of lame. Now, I know there are a lot of mystery mode lovers, and during the last rendition, I would say I had a lot of fun as well, but this either needs to be a once a month event, like you say every last weekend of the month, we're going to have mystery mode, or make it permanent. Make it permanent. You might have to do that. You might have to let the people who do not enjoy the Battle Royale style of Super Animal Royale, that only play those opposite game modes, to have something that they can really latch onto and have fun with, and that could be fresh for a very long time. And that might be mystery mode, and I hope that you hear that. When it comes to alternative game modes, by the way, I don't think we should just be stopping at mystery mode. I think there is lots of good opportunity to add more new, fresh alternative game modes. Now, I spent about 15 seconds thinking about this, and I thought of 2 different game modes that I think would be super fun, that I feel like are both super doable. First one, I would love if we could see a fleshed out hide and seek game mode. Now, hide and seek is loved by the community all over. I hold hide and seek lobbies all the time. The way that we have to set them up is so goofy in the custom lobbies, but I feel like there's a way that you guys could flesh this idea out and make it really, really fun. Hide and seek on a portion of the SAR map sounds awesome. Make it happen. Another one, just through literally 10 seconds of thinking, I would love if there's a 20 versus 20 versus 20 team deathmatch style game mode, or maybe you continue to do the SVR style domination with flags. Let there be one flag in each of the 20 bases, and then one flag they fight over in the middle, and maybe just let it be a ticket system. One team wins, one team gets second, one team gets third. 20 versus 20 versus 20. I think that'd be so fun. I think that would be honestly better than SVR as we see it right now, where it just seems like every single game is a stomp in one direction or the other. All right, we're to the balance section now, and balance is something I've been struggling with because as a new player, I haven't seen how broken things have been before. I haven't seen how broken things are now. So I've really had to lean into people who have been a part of the community for a long time to understand their frustrations and what they feel like is going wrong. I have heard so much feedback over the last few days on balance in this game, and I feel like there's no better way to hear about balance than to let one of those people that care about balance, Lord Canty, talk about it themselves. Listen to this.
I think the first issue I want to address on why I'm leaving SAR is because of the balance in the game. I just feel like this game is in like a super imbalanced state. Things like gold BCG being able to hit people, snaring them, having a larger explosive radius with some of the updates. You can shoot the eggs around corners and over objects with Fog of War. It's been this way for like 6 months or longer. Just around 6 months ago is when I got back into the game. And also things like grenades one-hitting you with also the ability to throw them over objects with Fog of War, so you can't even see them until you can't see them coming and you just instantly die. Duos can pull up on you on emus with shotguns and instantly kill you while you waste half your clip trying to destroy the emu. And I mean, these issues have been in the game for like a long time, and there's been little to nothing done by the devs to counteract how ridiculously overpowered these things are.
Yeah, I could agree with Canty said there. Getting shot with an AoE BCG off screen over a wall doesn't feel like very fun or balanced gameplay. And if I die from one more invisible grenade that just barely got thrown over a wall or tree, I think I'm gonna punch a wall. Now, when it comes to Twitch drops, remember how I was talking about content creators that only appear in the community for money and attention? Yeah, the Twitch drops bring these streamers around tenfold. I honestly wish that the SAR devs could implement something like you can only have Twitch drops enabled if you have streamed at least 10 hours of SAR in the last 30 days. I think this would be a pretty good thing to prevent some of the snakery I keep seeing. Other than that, I think Twitch drops are fun, bringing new eyes to the game, to new viewers, and having a good time for growth for streamers, but as long as they don't let it get in their head when those numbers do eventually go down when Twitch drops go away. Now, I've already talked about Toxicity a lot through live streams, a lot through videos. So if you guys have not got to check out that video, go and hear my thoughts on Toxicity. But I want to say that the SAR community has been relatively quiet when it comes to Toxicity in the last 30 days. And I want to say congrats to the community, because I feel like this is a mixture of us both being kinder to one another, but at the same time having a little bit of thicker skin and not being so fragile. I do want to say though I have gotten so many screenshots of people with dirty, disgusting names, like I mentioned earlier, and people like streamers, smaller streamers, getting harassed by players, people following them around, telling them to uninstall. That's not cool. That's not funny. That's not banter back and forth between two people. You're just being a jerk. Cut it out. After a ton of shared conversations, I ended up messaging Funko Logan last month and passed on some of our thoughts and ideas after we had a weeks-long discussion on Toxicity. While I did hear back from him last month, we haven't heard any updates at all about what they're going to do to tackle what the community deems toxic. So I guess we're just going to have to wait for an answer to that, and I will post an update video if we ever do get to hear from the devs and mods about the next steps that they're going to take to combat toxicity in Super Animal Royale. Now, as we come to the end of the video, I know that this is a hard conclusion, but the future of the game is kind of gray right now. It's very cloudy. People seem to be interested in the game during the new content patches as well as Twitch drops, but these events are few and far between. While casual players are enjoying the game with friends as normal, seasoned vets, competitive players, and people who truly care about balance are getting more and more upset, and I have a feeling if nothing happens, we might begin to see a backlash soon. One last thing I talked about earlier, when I came to this community, after about the first 7 days when I decided I wanted to stay, when I wanted to grind this game to see the mountaintop, I set for myself 3 big major goals. Now, the first one of those goals is about to be met. I'm about to hit level 300 and get the melee that I wanted the entire time. That melee sword I've wanted since I first laid my eyes on it, and I'm almost to level 300. I'm currently sitting at 285. That was my first ever goal. My second goal was to get Super Content Creator. And this is a goal I'm going to continue pursuing until it happens. I don't care how long. And by the way, let me say this. If I ever did get Super Content Creator, I would still play the game for as long as I physically could after getting Super Content Creator, to show back love to the community that has built me up, like we see Fluff doing, like we see Coco doing. And honestly, I don't know where the rest of these content creators are at, but it kind of hurts me as someone who would love to strive to be one of those awesome people. And my final goal was to get onto the SAR leaderboards in some sort of way. Now, while I haven't accomplished any of those 3 things yet, I want to say that at least 2 of them are close onto the horizon. And I'm looking forward to still grinding SAR, still putting on these events, and to achieving some of these big goals. If you guys have not heard yet, on May 20th at 1 p.m. EST, I am hosting the largest ever Super Animal Royale Solos prize pool tournament at $250. Now, that is just the prize pool for the actual players. We're going to be doing giveaways the entire stream, so we're going to hit more money. We're probably going to hit, by the end of the stream, 2.5K given back to the community. Sorry, I got lost there for a second. I hope you guys will show up May 20th. It's going to be exciting. I really just want to keep restoring hope to these competitive players who feel like that they have been forgotten about. And so I hope you guys will appear there. And then the day after, on May 21st, I have my 3-year Twitch affiliate party, and we're going to be doing more giveaways again for that, playing some party games and having a good time. So I hope you guys will appear for those. Thank you guys so much for listening to my thoughts. I hope I did not ramble too much. I hope that you guys got some seriously good things to think about, to discuss, and I would love if you guys could discuss those things and share this video around with other members in the community. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.